in front of a standing room only crowd. This joint is abuzz with activity. It's Game 4 of the National League Championship Series between the San Francisco Giants and the Colorado Rockies. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. With me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, lots of storylines here as we approach the start of Game 4.
And I don't know that I would say that I'm totally surprised that it's 3-0 right now. I mean, I knew they were capable of going on a run like this, but to come in and put it to them the way they have, that's what I think all three of us maybe didn't expect. But I just think it shows the character of this ball club. And it starts right at the top. I think it's a really good reflection of the manager that he's got them to where they are right now.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 Colorado Rockies.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. And a look now at Bruce Bochy's lineup card for the Giants. Steve, what are they going to rely on as they try to win this one and stay alive?
I'll tell you what, this team has their ace on the mound, so it's probably not going to take a whole lot of offense to get a win for them.
Chris Medlin is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, in his last start, ended up taking the loss. Didn't go deep, only threw 5 innings, so hopefully he can get into the 7th or 8th in this one.
And with that, let's bring in a look at how the Rockies will line up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, remember, this manager has not jumped on board with all the defensive shifts. Still that old school mentality, plays guys straight up, so we'll see how that impacts this game.
Denard Span get his first opportunity here in Game 4, and you'd have to say he's been a non-factor here these first 3 games.
And if they're going to have any chance of moving on, he's going to have to step up his game. They need him to help anchor this attack, and he's been absent so far.
Underway now tonight as the first pitch is looked at for strike 1 as we'll get this going a little late at 7:06 tonight.
First pitch, 7:06.
Hit out towards second. Pereira has it. Throw on to first to take care of Span for the game's first out.
In the second spot tonight,
Brandon Crawford will stand in, and this pitching staff has kept his bat silent throughout the series so far.
Yeah, just 2 hits for him so far, but you can hold him down all series long.
Into the windup and the pitch. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
Ground ball left side. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
Well, you'll get another look at this. This ball's hit sharply, so it gets on him pretty quickly. He's able to knock it down, but
They weren't going to have a play after that. That should go down as an infield single.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Bell. Chopped foul right at home plate. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Yeah, it's so hard to stay back against a guy like this. Unless you guess right, that thing's just so slow that it's almost impossible to keep from getting out on your front foot.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
That changeup away is his ground ball pitch. That's a good job to hold off.
Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's in there. Base hit.
Yeah, the number 2 and 3 guys come through with back-to-back hits here with 1 out in the first. Now they've got something cooking, and they'll try to stake themselves to an early lead.
Coming to the plate now, Hunter Pence. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
0-1, here's the pitch. Hard hit toward the hole. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit. In with it quickly is Ichiro, and that'll keep the runner from advancing past third.
You talk about early pressure to start things out. My goodness. Bases loaded now. Still only 1 out. And we might be looking at one of the crucial moments of this ball game just 5 batters into it.
Buster Posey will stand in now for the first time, coming off, well, nothing short of a dynamic performance last time out.
Well, it makes you wonder how they're going to attack him here in this game. I would bet that they're a lot more cautious with him.
Shot toward right center, and that's in there. Base hit. 1 run is scored. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 2-0 ball game.
And I got a feeling the last thing these guys want to do is get someone up in the bullpen here in the first inning. But they might not have a choice because this is 4 hits against them already, and that last one was smoked.
Jarrett Parker will dig in now, and he's picked the wrong time of year for his bat to go silent.
Yeah, just 1 hit in the series so far for him, and they're going to have to get more out of his bat. But he's got to make sure he doesn't press up there, or that average is going to continue to go south.
And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1.
Well, it's so important to be able to strike first in a postseason game. Get that first run in, especially when you're the team playing on the road. Hopefully you can take a little life out of this big crowd.
Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
I tell you, that was not an easy take.
It sure wasn't, especially when you've got to protect on an 0-2 count.
So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew working this one. Behind the plate is Eric Summersgill.
Well, I think Summersgill is pretty well liked as an umpire, but if he gets any gruff, it seems like it's often coming from right-handed batters on pitches they don't think they can reach. I'm curious if we'll see any of that in this one.
Now he gets the ground ball to first. This might be 2. To second for 1.
Oh, and he nearly got that double play he needed to get himself out of the inning. But you see the good hard slide here at second base and the return throw just a little too late. So that'll be scored a fielder's choice and an RBI.
Matt Duffy will stand in, and you see the numbers for the series so far. He's really been one of their unsung heroes.
It seems like in just about every series, you get that one guy who really steps up, and he's been that guy so far.
Grounded to third. Arenado's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Giants on top, 3-0. With that, here's a look at the Rockies lineup card for this one. Steve, how do they need to go about winning the National League pennant here at home?
I think you really have to be patient in this one. Work the count, take some pitches, and then put the ball in play at the time.
Chris Heston will be on the mound for Game 4. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, he's got a career ERA under 4. For a starting pitcher, that is very dependable. They're just looking for a consistent start here in this one.
Now that we have a chance, let's take a look at the defense for the San Francisco Giants. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, we've got a gold glover behind the plate. How that helps the ball club, you can throw balls in the dirt as a pitcher, cuts down the running game, really impacts the game defensively.
Odubel Herrera comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Odubel Herrera.
And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
Oh, and I like that he went right back to that curveball there after the check swing.
Yeah, you almost got him once. Try it again and see if he can hold off twice.
And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Batting second.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out and show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. Looked to me like that was the right call.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting third.
And with 2 away, here's a look at our updated playoff brackets. The question on everyone's mind is, will we be able to punch our first ticket to the World Series after tonight's ball game? Nolan Arenado gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
Swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt, and it's strike 1.
And for as bad as he missed that pitch, you can bet we're going to see that again before this at-bat's over.
Well, he can't hold on there as he swings and misses on a pitch in the dirt, and he's down 0-2 now. Do you even bother with anything else here?
No, I sure wouldn't. As a hitter, you're thinking, look for fastball, adjust for an off-speed pitch. And so far in this at-bat, he hasn't made any adjustments.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Rockies. They trail in this one 3-0. Joe Panik makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. And look out. He has to back away there and then give a little glare out to the mound. It's ball 2.
Oh, and even though that's not intentional, as a hitter, you still hate to see that ball up around your eyes.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
You can bet they'd love a ball 4 here. Now, that would let this guy have a shot to bunt him over.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
And, you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Batting ninth, the pitcher number 53.
The pitcher, Chris Heston, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
showing bunt here, but he takes ball one.
And, you know, I've always thought if you're pretty sure a guy might be trying to bunt, then put that first pitch out of the strike zone. Make him show you his intentions. Maybe you get him to offer it something that he shouldn't.
One there. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Yeah, you want to put this down to the right side, force that first baseman to field it, but that ball's butted just way too hard, so that's a good decision defensively to go ahead and take the force at second.
Here's the center fielder, Denard Span. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Hit hard on the ground to second. The second for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Game 4 rolls along. We're back after this. Carlos Gonzalez strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Right fielder, Carlos.
Ready with the first pitch here, and this will get through into right. And he's aboard with a single.
You talk about a guy who's really stepped it up all throughout this postseason. Here's your man right here. He's on base again as he leads off the inning with a base hit.
Stepping into the box, Victor Martinez. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
And you know, guys, he's not quite as successful when he's batting left-handed in general. He tends to have more success from the other side.
Chop foul at the plate, strike one. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Tried to backdoor him with another breaking pitch right there, and they're staying away from the fastball so far, at least in this at-bat.
Here's a look over to first, and the runner back in standing.
Just checking.
And a slider misses here. 2 balls and a strike.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a third time.
Softly hit out to short. So this is pulled in by the shortstop.
Batting sixth, the shortstop.
Number 27 is in to take his first swings here with the runner still at first and 1 away.
Well, too bad that last guy couldn't advance the man into scoring position, so now it's probably going to take a gapper to get him home.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike one.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Right, especially starting off an at-bat.
And it's quickly 0-2. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch well out of the strike zone as he becomes the second out.
You know, and this is one of the few downsides to being a guy with tremendous strength at the plate. Once you get that thing started, it's really hard to put on the brakes, and he winds up breaking the plane right here, and that's strike 3.
Into the box now, Brian Pena. As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. And the off-balance throw is right there for the third out, and a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. Rockies strand one. They trail it here 3-0. Brandon Crawford is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
Shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Ichiro moves over. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The first baseman,
Brandon Belt strides in after getting a base hit and later scoring the first time around. First pitch coming. Here it is. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
That thing's knee-high on the outside third of the plate. Pretty understandable why he couldn't catch up with that one.
A swinging bunt to the mound. Throw gets him. 2 down.
now batting, right fielder, Hunter Pence.
Standing in, Hunter Pence. He reached on a single in his first try. Drilled on the ground to short. Scooped up. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Giants down in order, but they lead it 3-0. Ichiro Suzuki digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Fielder, Ichiro Suzuki.
First offering on its way. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
This is just one of those sequences where he says, until you prove that you can hit this pitch, I'm just going to keep throwing it. That's just curveball after curveball, and he just has no answer for him.
Stepping in now, Chris Medlin. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Not able to hold on there as he swings through a pitch in the dirt, and it doesn't look good for him now. Down 0-2.
Oh, and he sure got a good one, doesn't he? That ball goes from about knee-high to ankle-high in the matter of about 5 feet.
Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely. Not particularly graceful there, and as a result, he'll be slapped with an E4 on the play. Odubel Herrera will stand in as the lineup turns over here. He was called out on strikes to open the home first.
Yeah, and he went down on 3 straight pitches, so he didn't put up much of a fight in that at-bat. Looking for a better one right here.
First pitch on its way. Got him reaching a bit too far after that one. It's strike 1.
And after another swing and miss on a pitch out of the zone, I think it's time to start taking a different approach.
Yeah, they've fallen behind way too easy, haven't they?
You're just not going to have a lot of success when you're always behind in the count.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Hit hard up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
And this is a situation now on the mound where you can't worry about how you got into it. You've got to worry about how you're going to get out of it. And he's got some work to do now to protect this lead.
At the plate, Charlie Blackmon. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Here's the first pitch to him. And this is taken outside for ball 1. That's inside. 2-0.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Span giving chase. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out.
A little bit of a risk there with 2 away. You don't want to run yourself into a double play to end the inning, but he's able to make it up there, and that puts runners on the corners now with 2 outs.
Nolan Arenado stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Throw to first, and that gets him out of the jam. A golden opportunity to get on the board. Here goes for naught. Back with more of Game 4 on the Buster Posey is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
The catcher, number 28, Buster
First
Posey.
pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Back goes Gonzalez at the track. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting,
Jarrett Parker steps in for his second at-bat. A fielder's choice his first time around. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1. 3 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for San Francisco. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
And I think now you're starting to get the sense that he's put that first inning behind him, and he looks a lot more comfortable out there now.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
And this is where the scouting report really pays off. I mean, sometimes you just got to go looking for a soft spot in the guy's zone, and they found one there.
Standing in now, Matt Duffy. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
And even though that is a strike, it's okay. These guys have been really patient at the plate. They've had a good game plan up there, and it's worked out for them so far.
Gets a small piece near the plate. Pena is up with it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Giants are down 1-2-3, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Carlos Gonzalez is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Drilled to the left side. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
Well, another good at-bat right here. He's sacrificing those power stats for a little on-base percentage, and he's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Nothing wrong with that.
Ready for another chance? Victor Martinez, as the switch hitter, will take his cuts left-handed here. Grounded back up the middle to Crawford for 1. On to first, and Martinez grounds into a double play.
Now batting.
Boy, that's the great thing about having a good sinker, and it seems like a lot of times, even when guys do get a hit off of you, the next guy's going to come up and ground into a double play anyway. We've seen it before, and that's exactly what happens here.
In now, number 27. Tap foul at home plate. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. That misses. 1-2. Still no fastballs in the at-bat. It's been all off speed.
That's definitely by design. He's such a good fastball hitter. You don't want to give in to his strength.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Rockies are down quietly. Still down 3-0. Joe Panik will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Blackman is under it. He's got it 1 away.
The pitcher, number 53, Chris Heston.
Chris Heston steps in for his second at-bat. A fielder's choice his first time around. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
This is where a guy who's been very aggressive around the plate may start thinking about being a little more fine later on in the game. When these guys start thinking, hey, you know what? I'm just going to go up there and jump on the first pitch. You don't even have to throw him something good to hit.
Oh, had a hanger that time, but missed it. 1-2. Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
Well, this curveball right here has got a lot of snap to it. You can see pretty clearly he's finishing off his pitches much, much better than earlier in the ballgame and getting much better results as well.
Here's the center fielder, Denard Span. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Left side. He's got it. On to first, but it's too late as the first base umpire says they just missed getting him at the bag.
And he's been on a pretty good roll until that base hit right there. He'd set down 9 in a row, so now he's going to have to remember what it's like to work out of the stretch.
Brandon Crawford is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Ball chopped foul here at the plate, and he's behind 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 0-2 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Pereira ranging into shallow right, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Giants lead it 3-0. Brian Pena will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront. And this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. The 0-1. Well, he can't hold on there as he swings and misses on a pitch in the dirt, and he's down 0-2 now.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Well, he's had a lot of guys swinging at pitches out of the strike zone early on, so it's a great idea to go ahead and bounce one there on 0-2.
Nope, foul ball.
Is there a quick out number one?
Now batting, left fielder, Ichiro.
So the bases are empty with one man gone, and in steps the dangerous Ichiro. First delivery to him on the way. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball one. Not close. It's 2-0.
And at least he's taken a few pitches here. You know, that's more than the rest of these guys can say.
Outside and low, 3-0. Seems like they're working very cautiously here. Is this a little too cautious?
Yeah, I mean, why are they giving this guy so much credit up there? He's someone that you got to come right after.
Tapped out in front of home. Posey gonna have to hurry in time to first, and there are two away.
The pitcher, number 39, Chris Medlin.
Chris Medlin, the hitter now. 0 for 1 on the day after reaching on an error his first time up.
Yeah, still looking for his first hit of the game, so let's see if he can come through with that one right here.
Oh, he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike one.
You know, maybe the most impressive thing about his performance so far, he's doing it all in a hitter's ballpark. Well, it's hard to come in here and pitch like this, but he's done a heck of a job.
Chop foul over towards the dugout. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
How about that swing? That wasn't just a little bleeder off the end of his bat. He swung that bat like he knew what he was doing up there.
Odubel Herrera will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. And he falls behind 0-2. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Sent on the ground out to second. And a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first, as that will end the inning. So a strong start on the mound as he's blanked him through the first 5. 5 innings complete. San Francisco leads this one 3-0. Back alongside Eric Harrelson, Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as it'll be Brandon Belt getting ready to lead things off here for San Francisco. And he makes good contact there, but this is going to find the stands foul down the right field line. Here comes the 0-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And again, they try to take him down in the strike zone just to see if he'll go after that pitch below the knees. But with 2 strikes, he's been able to lay off that thing now twice in a row.
And that'll get on through into center field, so he's got himself a leadoff single.
Yeah, he had a chance to put him away. Had him down 0-2. Tried to get him to chase a couple of times, but he wouldn't do it. And he winds up making contact on a good pitch there.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And that'll bring in the right fielder, Hunter Pence. And he takes ball 1.
Yeah, he's still sticking with that fastball, but you start to get the sense that it's flattening out just a little bit. That could be a warning sign.
And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
The catcher, number 28, Buster.
And boy, a terrific effort out there as we take a second look. Stretches out about as far as he can, but he just can't quite get there, though they were lucky to hold him to just a single. Buster Posey will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Now a curveball's in there. 1-2 now.
That might be the best curveball we've seen out of him all night. In fact, that one buckled my knees.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Boy, that's a good take there. I don't think I could have laid off that one.
Line towards center field. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
This team's got plenty of guys that can hit the ball out of the ballpark, but these straight singles will do the job as well.
Now at the plate, Jarrett Parker. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and they fanned him on a fastball last time, so let's see if they come at him with the hard stuff again.
There's one. On to first to complete the double play.
And that's a huge double play there from a pitcher's point of view. You've got a run in against you already. You're still in trouble with 2 on and nobody out. But now you can at least take a breath out there and try to work out of this with just 1 run scoring.
Matt Duffy will stand in again. Couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far.
Yeah, just sort of rolling over on it, guys. See if you can make a small adjustment and get through one here.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. 4 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for San Francisco. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Arenado is there for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Giants will have to be content with just the 1. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Giants 4 and the Rockies nothing. Charlie Blackmon will stand in to start things off as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just 1 hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Around second. He'll try for third. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Well, they've been held off the scoreboard so far, but it'll be tough not to cash this one in. He's not stopping going around second. He's going to make it all the way up to third here on the leadoff triple.
Nolan Arenado will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Looked like a breaking ball there, but it missed badly. 2-0.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
And in this spot, you got to pitch for the strikeout here. And this is a guy that's gone down twice so far, so you do have that in your favor.
Called strike on the sinker, 2-2 now.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. And the runner from third crosses the plate. It's now a 4-1 game. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
Well, you talk about kicking off an inning with a bang. That runner's sitting over there at third with nobody out. He can just walk home as he's in to score easily on the RBI double.
Now some action out in the Giants bullpen as they'll have both a left-hander and a right-hander get loose. Here's Carlos Gonzalez as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Hit sharply on the ground, fielded by Panic, and a rather easy first out.
You get a look there at his pitch breakdown so far. Well, that sinker of his is a great weapon to have, and he picked the right spot to use it there.
Victor Martinez will stand in now. He's lined out and hit into a double play in his first two trips.
Yeah, the double play was unfortunate, but I like the swing he put on the ball his first time around. Let's see if he can get back to doing that.
Here comes the first pitch. And this is taken outside for ball one. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with one away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
That evens it up 1-1. One and one, here it comes. Good break to that thing, and it's 1-2. A man at third with one away. Line drive to center field. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Just a perfect swing right there. You'll see it head down, eyes right on the baseball all the way. Great extension. He just drives this thing into center field to score that runner from third.
Into the box, number 27. In the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the third strikeout of the game.
Ouch. That's a rough night at the ballpark here. Third strikeout. One thing you can't do, though, you can't go into that dugout hanging your head. You got to think, hey, it's over. I'll get another shot to redeem myself. Whether that's tonight or sometime in the future, that's the attitude you have to have.
Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. A runner on first with 2 away. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
And that's right where you want to be throwing those sinkers. But he's doing a good job at the plate of not chasing.
2-0 count, and the pitch. Hit hard towards center. In there, a base hit.
And things are starting to change for the worse out there. Now, this is a guy who hadn't given up a run until earlier this inning. And now all of a sudden, he's having a hard time getting anybody out. Looks to me like he's hit the wall out there.
Ichiro Suzuki steps into the box, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home in the inning so far.
Well, this could be a huge inning or maybe the end of the inning. This is a pivotal at-bat in one of the turning points of this ballgame right here.
Tapped up the first baseline, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders. Welcome back to Coors Field here in Denver. Game 4 is off to the 7th inning now, but before we get it started, let's check out our game summary to this point. Joe Pennant is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning, 1-0. And a strike to even the count, 1-1. On the ground up the middle, Pereira on the grass. And the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single.
And here's a situation where, heck, just make contact. Put the ball in play. You never know. Winds up beating this ball out.
And the pitcher is, in fact, bunting here as he puts this one down. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
Well, this is a nice job here of giving himself up. You see him square and put this ball down over toward the right side of the infield, and that's just where you want it to be. They do put the tag on him, but, hey, he gets the job done.
Here's the center fielder, Denard Span. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1. And that Colorado bullpen comes to life now with the lefty and a right-hander up to throw. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. And he's got to be careful now that some of these borderline calls don't get him started going downhill.
Yeah, and sometimes it's really easy to dwell on those, but you have to keep looking forward. It's not easy, but you've got to do it if you want to have success.
Brandon Crawford strides forward now with a very important insurance run standing over at third. Hit hard on the ground towards second, but the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. In to score easily is the runner from third, and the lead will swell to 3 now in the 7th inning.
Maybe an important run right there, and you got to figure every run's important in a low-scoring ballgame. But that now pushes the lead to 5-2. So you got to think that they're liking their chances right about now.
Changed up on him as this is grounded to second. Reined in. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 2 hits for the Giants lead to a run in the inning. Stretch time coming up here in Denver. It's the Giants 5 and the Rockies 2. Tony Kemp is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th.
Kemp.
Now started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. You surprised they've left this guy out there to start the 7th?
I thought he was looking a little shaky in the 6th, so I don't think he's going to be on a real long leash right here.
And that's under his glove. Oh, he picked his head up, and it's into right field. And he'll get in there safely.
Oh, he had to be sitting on this pitch because he was all over it. This is a curveball. Not really a terrible one either, but he guessed right, and he yanks this ball right down the line for a leadoff double.
Stepping in now, Odubel Herrera, as he swings and hits a line drive out to left. And that'll get down out there.
They continue to rack up the hits. That puts runners on first and second now. But, as we always say, it's what you do with all those base runners that's important. And so far, they haven't done a whole lot. Just take a look at our score.
Charlie Blackmon gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Sacrifice attempt here. Only play to first, so the sacrifice works that time.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. You put it down to the left side of the infield, make the third baseman field it. He's only got 1 play, and that's to first base. Now 2 men are in scoring position with just 1 out.
Pause, now the pitch. Nolan Arenado is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1.
And here's where the Rockies need to cash in with that 1 key hit they've been missing.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole 0-2. He's gotten that pitch past him twice here. Now do you push your luck or give him something else?
Let it ride. Keep it out of the zone. See if he'll chase.
And this one is past him, and that could be a run. And the recovery will be in time to get him at the plate. And that's going to hurt because now there are 2 away.
Well, this turns out to be a great play behind the plate. You can see this pitch is nowhere close to where they wanted it. And I think there was some hesitation down there at third as to whether he wanted to try and risk it. In the end, that's a great recovery.
Notch 1 in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate. It's now a 5-3 ball game.
The right fielder, number 5.
Carlos Gonzalez steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy. And it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
And he'll try to pull back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Comes set, now the pitch. Bounce towards the second baseman. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
Now batting, first baseman, Victor.
Now here comes Bruce Bochy out of the Giants dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll leave with the lead. Can't lose this one, but he is responsible for the 2 runners out there, so he could get a no decision if they were to come around and score. Hunter Strickland will trot in from the bullpen as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 out.
Hunter Strickland.
Victor Martinez gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7. And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants bullpen. Lifted the other way to left center. On the move is Span. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Rockies forced to settle for 1. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Giants on top, 5-3. Greg Holland will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
56, Greg Holland.
Hunter Pence, who started out here for San Francisco with Buster Posey to follow on deck. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And there's a base hit, so a chance to add a little insurance here as the leadoff man is on to start the 8th.
Oh, yeah, he's got that magic wand going now. That's his 3rd hit in 4 trips, all of them singles. He's been a tough out all game long.
Into the box now, Buster Posey. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1.
So often, playoff baseball comes down to the bullpen. And this is going to be a bullpen game from here on out.
Drilled right back up the middle. And another base hit as this is through into center, and they're in business now to start the 8th.
And these guys would like nothing more than to add on to their 2-run lead. Back-to-back hits have them in business to do just that.
Jarrett Parker will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Anxious moments all over the ballpark now. These folks can hardly bear to watch.
And the splitter's in there as he gets ahead here 1-2. None out, runners at first and second. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
He knows the drill out there. You've got to make him swing the bat. Cannot be giving up.
And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. Now a 6-3 game.
Well, I don't think they're in the clear just yet, but things are starting to look a little bit better after that at-bat. That makes this a 3-run lead now, 6-3. And now the hope is that the back end of that bullpen can go ahead and just finish this one off.
Matt Duffy is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike.
Yeah, he needed that one. Something to give him a little bit of confidence.
Holland's ready. Here's the 0-1. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2.
Boy, tough slider right there. Had him leaning back. I don't think he could have done anything with that pitch, even if he did swing out.
Look out. A fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
He did not like that one bit. Now, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Oh, now a ball hit up the middle, and it's going to get on through into center field for a base hit. In to score is the runner from third, and that will stretch the lead to 4 now.
Now batting,
Joe Pennick steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Action now in that Colorado pen as a southpaw has stood up to throw out there.
1-0.
And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Seems like they're showing a lot of faith in this guy, leaving him out there.
And I think you appreciate that as a pitcher, but sometimes when you don't have it, you don't have it. Looks like this is going to be one of those times.
And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late. And the run will score all the way from first. It's a 9-3 game now. Angel Pagan will come off the bench in a great RBI spot as he's got a runner at third here and nobody out. Rex Brothers will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Angel Pagan is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
When you're down by 6 on the mound, you've got to at least throw strikes here.
And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. Squared that one up just a little late. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. On deck, there you see Denard Span. He'll hit next. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces. Denard Span strides in, grounded out his last time through. In there, 0-1. Comes with a slider there as it's lifted down the line in left. Ichiro has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. But he'll wisely think better of it as he retreats to third, and that's an important first out.
Shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
To third. Gloved by Arenado. To second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Back with more of Game 4 on the show